So good morning children, welcome to my the biology class. And the last class we discussed about the temporary mount of an onion peel cell, and we studied that the cell is made up of it. It's not an empty, and we noticed that there is a nucleus and there is a cytoplasm. And so we can repeat this particular activity, take a bigger onion and do it, and take a small onion and do it, and observe that is the cells look same or not. Okay, yeah, you can look, you can observe the same size of the cell. Okay, there is another activity is given. Take a leaf and peel out and observe the cell. Take a root, peel out and observe the cell. Take a stem and peel out and observe the cell. Okay, take a tip of the root, peel out and then observe the cell. Now the question is that all the cells look alike? No, the cells are not look alike. They look different. Okay, is that the shape is the same? No. And otherwise, is they have the same structure? No. But they exhibit the different shapes, different structures, and even the function is also different. Okay, that is the beauty of this millions of the cells, even though we've seen in the multicellular organisms, they're assigned with a different type of the work. Okay, yes, and let me say first about the cell history. Then I'll continue the different activities which are connected to know about this different shapes of the cells. Okay, yes. If you come today class, let me explain history of cell science. History of cell science. Okay, yes. When it's coming to the history of the cell science, in that year, the first one is 1665, Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke discovered, what he discovered, children? He discovered the cell. You know that he discovered the cell from taking the peel from the oak tree, and he observed that the little rooms, and he named it as in the Latin, and it is a cell. Okay, and the next one in that year, we can say that 1734, just 1674, sorry, 74, Leeuwenhoek, he observed the primitive, or he discovered the primitive microscope. Okay, yes. Next, in a year 1831, Robert Brown, they said that cell is an empty. Robert Hooke said that cell is an empty. In an year 1831, the Robert Brown discovered the dark staining body that is called as the nucleus. Okay, yes. The next one in an year 1338, Perkin's, the scientist named as Perkin's, and he discovered that there is the living tissue inside the cell, and he named it as it is an protoplasm. Okay, 1665 Robert Hooke cell, 1674 Anton von Leeuwenhoek discovered the primitive microscope, and 1831 Robert Brown discovered the dark staining body in the cell. The control and capacity of the entire cell, it will be depends upon the nucleus. And in the year 1838 Perkins discovered the living tissue called as a protoplasm. Okay, in the same year 1838, okay, 1838 Skildon, he was the botanist. He studied about the plant, and he said that plant cell has cell wall. Okay, in which year 1838. 1838 Skildon, he was a botanist, and he studied the plant, and he said that the plant has the cell wall. Okay, yeah. The next one in the year 1839, Schwann, he was an zoologist. He was a zoologist, and this man observed the plant cell. Okay, and zoologist. This man was a zoologist, and he observed an animal, the cell, and he said that animal cell does not possess the cell wall. So there is no cell wall in an animal cell, and there is a cell wall in a plant cell. Okay, yes. As both observed the same about the cell wall, they observed, and both proposed the theory around the same period. Around the same period, the both means the Spilden and the Span proposed the cell theory. They both proposed the cell theory, and they said that all the living organisms are existing from the pre-existing cells. Is it clear, children? Okay, yes. So around the same theory, both proposed the cell theory, and they said that the living organisms are existing from the pre-existing cell. Okay, yes. The next one is in the year 1855. This is 1855. Rudolf Virchow. The scientist's name is the Rudolf Virchow, and he proposed cell division theory. He proposed the cell division. Okay, yes, I hope you remembered the cell division during in the class 8 we discussed in an IC class. Cell division is nothing but the cells keep on, it divides and it multiplies and it proliferates its number by the cell division, followed or carried by the two processes named as a mitosis and meiosis. Okay, that theory was discovered by the Rudolf Virchow in the year 1855. Okay, now coming to the year 1940. 1940, Null. The scientist's name as Null and Rusk. The Null and the Rusk proposed, they discovered electron microscope. Okay, electron microscope. Okay, then in year 1940 we don't have this electron microscope. The first one, 1674, Leeuwenhoek discovered primitive microscope. He was the first man observed the living organisms are present on the water or blood streams everywhere. Okay, yes. So this is about the history of the cell science. The many scientists worked on this. How this from the pre-existing cell, how the present living organisms are made up of. Okay, and finally, and we can say that with the help of this science are based on the cell, and they classified the living organisms into the two groups. This is based on the cell structure. Based on cell, living organisms are classified into the unicellular organisms, and the second one is multicellular organisms. And unicellular organisms throughout the life they remain with single cell, and they are also called that's the reason they call as unicellular. Examples for this unicellular organisms is amoeba, and next one is chlamydomonas. Okay, chlamydomonas, and the bacteria, and the next one we can say about the paramecium. Okay, yes. And the multicellular organisms are made up of with many cells. They are made up of with the many cells, and an example for that, the plants and animals, and including the human beings, that comes under for this multicellular organisms. Is it clear, children? Yes. So, based on this multicellular organism, the small activities, before the lesson I said that, is it all the cells which are present in the stem tip, root tips and shoot tip or the leaf are the same? No, they are not the same. They differ in their the shapes, and they differ in their structure, even they differ in their the functions. Okay, yes. So that's the reason we can say that even the multicellular organisms, we, the human beings, are having the different types of the cells. But even though the bundle of the cells are there, all the cells are identified and given with the specific task of the work, and they continue with that work till the end of their life. That particular process is called as a differentiation. Okay, identifying the cell by the shape. Okay, yes. Let me explain about the different shapes of the cells which are present in our body. Different shapes. Okay, whereas coming to the different shapes of cells. Okay, yes, coming to the nerve cell. Nerve cell. Okay, nerve cell. Nervous system consider the nerve cell. Okay, if you see this nerve cell, the shape of the nerve cell is, it's totally different. It has a long structure. Okay, there is a nucleus. There are the thread-like structures. They are called as a dendrites. Okay, the long structure, this is called as an axon. Axon provided with the myelin sheath. Okay, so this is the structure of the nerve cell. Obviously, the function is also different. Structure is different. These are all the come under the multi-cells, but the structure is different. The function is what? What is the function of the nerve cells? It is helpful for synthesis of the information which is given by the brain. Okay, yes. So that is a nerve cell. Next one, if you see the muscle cell. The muscle cells are also different in shapes. Okay, this is the spindle shaped structure. Okay, this is a cell, muscle cell. The function of this muscle cell, shape is different, function is also the different. It helpful for the contractions and the relaxations. That is the reason there is an contraction and it contracts and relax, and that is the reason there is an movement. That is the structure of the muscle cell. If you come to the RBC, red blood corpuscles, it is a biconcave in shape, disc-like structure. Obviously, the red blood corpuscles function is different. It helps in it acts like it has a pigment called as hemoglobin. It helps in the respiration. Okay, yes. If you come to the next cell, and we can say that there is the sperm cell. Sperm, it is a male gamete in the male reproductive system. If we can see, there is a head, inside there is a nucleus, on top there is a chromosome and acrosome, sorry, and there is a middle neck, and the neck piece is provided with the middle piece. Middle piece has a mitochondria and it has the long tail. So obviously the shape is different. Okay, that is the sperm cell. Okay, next if you come to the ovum cell, ovum or the next cell, this is a female reproductive structure. Okay, if you see the ovum, it is the largest one. This is microscopic. The sperm cell is a microscopic, so it helps in the fertilization process. And the ovum is it is a large cell, and it has a nucleus, and it has the yolk content, and the white yolk it will be present. Totally the ovum cell structure is different. Okay, yes, and there will be the fat cell is also given in your textbook, and this is a fat cells, adipose tissue. The fat cell also, it's a bigger, the shape is totally the different. So like that, in different shapes, the cells are having looks in and different shapes. Even though all the cells are present in the body, all the cells are present in the body, but the function is different. Are they changing their function from the time to time? No, there is no change for their function for the time to time. They assigned with the specific task of the work during the time of the embryonic stage itself. They are assigned with the work. That work it will be continued till the death of that particular living organism or the particular cell. That particular process is called as the differentiation. Okay, children. So the next one, if you come to that, the different functions, all the cells are made up of it. For example, if you come to the nerve cells, with the help of the nerve cells, and there is a nervous system. Okay, the system is called as a nervous system. The total nervous system function is different, and it receives information, analyzes information, interprets the information, and transmits the information, and according to that we are able to show our actions. That function is different. If you come to this, the muscle cell, this comes, the muscle, all the cells are comes under this muscular the system, we can say. Okay, muscular system, they have the movements, involuntary muscles, voluntary muscles, cardiac muscles. Different muscles will be present, they show the different actions. Okay, and the next one, it will be comes to the reproductive system. The sperm cell, it will be the male reproductive system, and the ovum is an female reproductive system. When the sperm and the ovum, it will be combined, there is a zygote. The total system is a different. If you come to this digestive system, the stomach has different types of the cells, epithelial, ciliated epithelial, longitudinal epithelial, circular epithelial. All these epithelial cells, they show the different functions, and with the help of these different functions, what will happen, and the the digestion process, it will be that takes place. Like that, what is happening here means the different cells are going to perform the different functions. So that's all for today, children, and tomorrow class we will say what are the main organelles which are present in the cell. Okay, let me say the main organelles. First one is the plasma membrane, also called as a cell membrane. It's also called as a selective membrane, and we also have to study about the nucleus, and we also have to study about the cell. Not on cell wall. Not only these three, and there are different, more than 10 different organelles are present. We are going to study about all these organelles. Children, I will give the, watch the video carefully, I will give my key points, make a note, and this time I am sending the worksheet also. Please answer the worksheet. That's all for today. Thank you.